The boys were fired up, as Emmanuel Quickley and Grady Dick were hyped after Alejandro Kirk's sacrifice fly for the Toronto Blue Jays to walk it off against the Orioles. Toronto is buzzing with energy as the Jays continue to dominate the 2025 MLB season, and that excitement spilling over to the Raptors. On the mound, Kevin Gausman recently threw a complete game shutout, demonstrating his elite pitching abilities and leadership on the field. Adding to the rotation, newcomer Shane Bieber is a former Cy Young winner, complementing Gausman's dominance. Offensively, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. continues to be a superstar, carrying the lineup with power hitting, while former World Series champ with the Astros George Springer is producing at a high level, adding timely homers and RBIs. Even with Bo Bichette sidelined due to injury, the team has thrived, with Alejandro Kirk, Addison Barger, and others stepping up to maintain the winning momentum. The Blue Jays' resilience, discipline, and teamwork creates a citywide aura of confidence that the Raptors can tap into. If this energy continues, Toronto could realistically see the Blue Jays contend for a World Series, and the Raptors are poised to capture some of that championship aura on the hardwood. Grady Dick's three-point percentage took a step back in 2024-25, and will need every bit of the Blue Jays' aura to recapture his shooting stroke. Improving it into the 37 to 40% range is what needs to happen, as if Grady's going to break out this year, he needs to be timing up his release better while playing with a killer instinct. Nevertheless, the Raptors are excited about Dick's high offensive awareness, which allows him to read defenses and make plays that aren't always reflected in box scores. As a young talent with high expectations, he's expected to take on a leadership role alongside Scotty Barnes and to gradually become a reliable option and defensive weapon. Building on his first two seasons, Dick's work ethic and adaptability will be critical in translating the Blue Jays' momentum into NBA success. The anticipation surrounding his development is palpable, and fans are eager to see him blossom into a cornerstone for the Raptors' future. Grady Dick's hilarious presence embodies the hope and energy Toronto wants to carry forward, making him one of the most exciting players to watch this season. Emmanuel Quickley, who played at the University of Kentucky, provides a dynamic edge to the Raptors' backcourt, blending scoring, playmaking, and defensive intensity. Quickley's agility and basketball IQ make him an ideal fit for Darko Rajakovic's system, which emphasizes ball movement, spacing, and defensive toughness. His ability to attack the rim, pull up for mid-range jumpers, and facilitate for others creates multiple threats for opposing defenses. Quickley's experience in high-pressure moments with the Knicks also adds a layer of leadership that can help younger players like Grady Dick grow. Beyond his skill set, Quickley brings a competitive mindset that mirrors the grit displayed by the Jays, showing Toronto's teams can thrive under pressure. As the Raptors aim to harness the city's current sporting momentum, Quickley's presence provides stability and confidence in the backcourt. His adaptability ensures he can contribute in multiple roles, whether as a starter or off the bench, depending on matchups. Quickley's a central piece in Rajakovic's vision, and his ability to orchestrate Darko's system could be a deciding factor in translating Toronto Blue Jays' energy into Raptors' success. RJ Barrett, a Toronto-born talent, has experienced both highs and lows since joining the Raptors, making this season crucial for his trajectory. With the team leaning on younger players, the pressure on Barrett to produce is greater than ever. His performance will be closely scrutinized, as underwhelming results could lead to trade discussions. Barrett's scoring ability is unquestioned, but consistency has been his primary challenge. The Raptors are counting on him to serve as a bridge between the established core and emerging talent, as the team channels energy from the Jays' success. If Barrett rises to the occasion, he can solidify his role as a foundational player, anchoring Toronto's efforts both offensively and defensively. Conversely, failing to meet expectations could mean a reshaping of the roster around other stars. The coming season's pivotal, and Barrett's ability to capture the city's aura and translate it onto the court will be a storyline to watch closely. Under head coach Darko Rajaković, the Raptors are focusing on building an interchangeable, high-IQ team that can adapt to any challenge. Rajakovic's philosophy emphasizes balance on both ends of the floor, spacing, ball movement, and creating opportunities for multiple players to contribute. The integration of young talents like Grady Dick, combined with experienced contributors like Quickley, supports this vision and ensures depth across positions. By fostering a culture of collaboration and growth, Toronto hopes to avoid past seasons' inconsistencies and establish itself as a perennial contender. The synergy between the Raptors' roster and the Blue Jays' success reinforces the citywide culture of winning and accountability. This approach also emphasizes developing players capable of performing in high-stakes situations, mirroring the playoff-caliber mindset seen in Toronto baseball. The Raptors' front office has made deliberate moves to complement the coaching strategy, prioritizing players who fit the system rather than just individual talent. Ultimately, this alignment between strategy, roster construction, and citywide energy sets the stage for Toronto to thrive in 2025-26. Toronto sports fans are experiencing a unique convergence of excitement, with both the Jays and Raptors making headlines. The Jays' consistent victories, even with Bichette sidelined, provide a psychological boost to the city's athletes, creating an infectious energy that can be leveraged by the Raptors. This momentum fuels confidence, motivates players, and builds a winning mindset that transcends individual sports. Raptor players are aware of this energy and have publicly referenced it, as seen in the video with Quickley and Dick celebrating the Jays' performance. The synergy also strengthens fan engagement, creating a citywide ecosystem where success in one sport inspires and supports another. Toronto's athletes are not just playing for themselves, but for a unified fan base riding the wave of multiple championship pursuits. The combined aura of success motivates a culture of excellence, preparing the Raptors to capture and sustain high-level performance. Harnessing this energy will be crucial for translating baseball momentum into tangible basketball outcomes. Toronto fans are among the most passionate and scrutinizing in professional sports, demanding excellence at every turn. The Blue Jays' success has elevated expectations for the Raptors, as fans hope to see the same level of competitive fire in basketball. This creates pressure on the roster, but also serves as motivation, inspiring players to meet high standards. The Raptors' management understands this dynamic and aims to build a team capable of thriving under scrutiny while maintaining focus. Young players like Grady Dick will feel the spotlight, but the citywide enthusiasm can also serve as fuel for growth and confidence. Engaging with fans through performance, media, and community presence remains vital for maintaining momentum. The Raptors' ability to meet and exceed these expectations will reinforce Toronto as a hub of sports excellence. The interplay between player performance and fan energy creates a feedback loop that can elevate the team's overall impact and results. Toronto's media plays a major role in shaping narratives surrounding both the Blue Jays and the Raptors. Coverage of the Jays' pitching dominance, offensive production, and resilience with Bichette injured has heightened attention on the Raptors. Increased scrutiny can amplify pressure on players like Barrett, Quickley, and Dick, but also provides opportunities to gain recognition for strong performances. How the Raptors manage public perception and media expectations will impact morale, fan engagement, and organizational credibility. Positive stories like the video of Quickley and Dick celebrating Jays' wins help convey a narrative of energy, cohesion, and ambition. Conversely, negative coverage can create distractions that players must navigate carefully. Strategic media management aligned with on-court performance is essential for sustaining the citywide aura of success. Maintaining transparency, accountability, and focus will allow the Raptors to leverage media coverage to their advantage this season. The Raptors' 2025-26 season is an opportunity to establish a long-term culture of excellence. By harnessing momentum from the Jays, developing young talent, and cultivating a winning mindset, Toronto aims to set a foundation for future success. A successful season can inspire the next generation of Canadian basketball players and solidify the Raptors' identity as a championship-minded organization. Achievements this season will influence not only team culture, but the perception of Toronto as a multi-sport powerhouse. Building a legacy involves consistency, resilience, and the ability to capture momentum from citywide energy. The Raptors' integration of strategy, talent development, and fan engagement is central to leaving a lasting mark. Ultimately, the goal is to translate the aura created by the Jays into sustained basketball excellence. The Raptors are poised to capture the aura of Toronto sports and translate it into on-court success. With Grady Dick, Emmanuel Quickley, and RJ Barrett positioned to lead, and a strategy guided by Rajaković, the Raptors are set to harness the Jays' energy and momentum. The video of Quick and Dick reacting to the recent Jays W portrays the inspirational effect citywide sports triumphs can have. By combining talent development, fan engagement, and media strategy, Toronto's building a cohesive team ready to compete at a high level. The Raptors' season will reflect not only their own capabilities, but the collective pride and energy of a city riding the wave of multi-sport excellence. As both the Raptors and Jays strive for greatness, Toronto's sports landscape becomes more exciting and interconnected than ever. The challenge now is to maintain focus, consistency, and performance while capturing the aura of success. If executed correctly, 2025-26 could mark a pivotal year for Toronto basketball, paralleling the city's baseball achievements.